The law of polarity, one of the universal laws. Very simple to understand, but it's critical that you use it the correct way in order to take advantage of the law of attraction. Hello again, everybody. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. And today, you are invited once again to join my number one son, Eli the Great, as we continue discussing the universal laws, why they're important, how they're connected. All right, and today we're going to be talking about the law of polarity. The law of polarity, exactly what you think it is. There's a North Pole, there's a South Pole. Just like on a battery, there's positive, there's negative. You know, in order for something to be super positive, there's got to be a super negative. It's as simple as that. And once you understand that, it allows you to have a greater understanding of life. When you go through something difficult, it's this thing that you truly appreciate. So that, you know, because there's no happiness unless you've experienced sadness. So, you know, the law of polarity is kind of easy to understand. All right, there's no darkness without light. I'm not going to go over and over and over that. It's simple enough. Here's what I am going to go over with it, and this is what the important thing is, as far as I'm concerned, as far as this series that we've been talking about, the universal laws, is they're connected. The universal laws are connected, and specifically, I want to reference the connection of the law of polarity with the universal law of attraction and the universal law of vibration. These are critical for your advancement. Now, once again, we know the law of attraction tells us that like attracts like. And if you have a specific goal, a specific objective, an endeavor that you want to accomplish, and you think about it the correct way, and you send out the vibe in its completed form, you send out the vibe correctly, you're in a relaxed state, because that's the best state to be in, to be a receiver of a universal transmission. All right, it's intense going out, it's relaxed coming in. These are important things to know. Once again, we're talking about certainty here. These are laws that have been proven. How do we know this? Because the people that are in the 5% group, the successful people, they use a success formula, which is always the same. You have the vision, you have the dream, you see it happening, you get some inspiration, some intuition, some circumstances, you take action, you make adjustments. I mean, this is always the same. The law is the same. The law of success is the same. So if you understand that, and you know that if you're doing the right thing and you have certainty, then you're going to be able to move forward. Find somebody that's doing it right and copy what they do. It's kind of as simple as that. Now, the law of polarity, where does that enter the picture here? It enters the picture in the law of attraction and the law of vibration by the way that you think. I'm going to give you an example here. I went to Google, and in Google I typed in no football. Well, here's what I got as a response once I hit the click button. I got five, to be exact, 5,070,000 different responses in 1.11 seconds. So in a little over a second, I got over 5 billion different responses. Now, what was it I sent out? No football. Can you take a wild guess what every single response was about? I got the scores of today's games. I got the NFL does this. I got European football. I got, you name it. I got things about football, but I asked for no football. How come I'm getting all this stuff about football? Essentially, the universe works the same way. And this is a key point to understand. If you're somebody that is in need of, and who isn't, money, what do you say? Oh, I wish I could pay my bills. I wish I could get out of debt. When you send the word debt, that the vibration of the word debt into the universe, it doesn't matter that you put the word no debt in front of it, or you know that you don't want to be broke. All right, you put the word broke out there. Those are the words, those are the vibrations that get sent out. And if you send out those vibrations with the proper intensity, you're going to get back, if you're in a relaxed state, a response from the universe that's going to talk about debt and being broke, and you're just going to have more debt and be broker. As simple as that. Because the universe responds to your key word. So you got to get rid of the word no, and you have to identify the opposite of the scenario that you're in right now, the one that you desire. So instead of saying, I don't want to be broke, you want to say, I want to be rich. And if you want to be rich, then what you do is you envision yourself driving the car, going on the vacations, giving the jewelry to your spouse. And I'm just giving examples here, all right? Those aren't necessarily the things that I have in my mind. I'm just trying to be mainstream, all right? But the point is, it's essential that your focus, as far as the vibe that you send out, has the correct polarity to it. You don't want to be sending, going from the negative pole and putting the word no in front of it, because what you're going to get back is exactly what you currently have, what you don't want, or you're not going to get anything back because you're not sending it out correctly, or you're not in a position to be in a relaxed state. So once again, being in a relaxed state, you'll get the bits and pieces. You'll get the puzzle pieces. Put the puzzle pieces together. Continuously ask for what it is you want. Continually visualize. Paint your picture with fine brush strokes. Don't make it broad. Don't say, I want to be rich. Say, I want to have the house. This is what my house looks like. This is what the car that I'm driving looks like. So be specific in what it is that you're seeking, because then you're sending out a specific vibe. It's easier for the universe if you give a bullseye, if you're firing your arrows at a particular target instead of having a broad target. That's also part of the law of polarity. Keep in mind that if you earn $24,000 a year in the United States compared to people around the world, people that earn $24,000 are in the top 10% of income earners in the world. United States, that doesn't do too much for you, but in the world, somebody that's making, $200 a year, if they look at $24,000, that's the same way as somebody like me looking at the kind of money that Warren Buffett has, or Bill Gates has, or Mark Zuckerberg has. It's like, it's difficult to envision billions of dollars. For them, it's difficult to envision $24,000. Everything is relative. It works from the law of relativity, also the law of polarity. So if you want to go opposite of where you are, make sure that the vision that you're sending out, the vibrations that you're sending out is the correct one. Because once again, if you say, I don't want this, I don't want that, the universe doesn't hear the I don't want part. All it hears is the thing that it is you are requesting. And once again, the key to these universal laws is that they're all connected. That's why it's important to understand how they work. Some of them are very, very simple. This is one of them. The law of polarity is very simple. The law of relativity is very simple. All right? There's nothing's either big or small. It's in relation to what you're comparing it to. But the key point is that once you understand how these laws work, it gives you certainty in your actions. And if there's if you have certainty in your actions, do you think that sends a strong vibration or a weak vibration? And by the same token, if there's uncertainty and you're sending out the weak vibration, the weak message, guess what kind of a response you're going to have? So if you first of all, you have to identify what it is that you want. You have to paint the picture, the vision, with fine brush strokes. Be as specific as you possibly can in what it is that you want. Because when you do that, you're sending out a strong vibe. And when you send out that strong vibe, the universe will isolate that from the 60,000 or so other casual thoughts that you have during the day. Because once again, keep in mind, the universe does want to cooperate with us. The universe does want to advance the cause of mankind. You can see that from the beginning, from Adam to now, although in some cases maybe we're not so advanced. But the point is, the universe does want to help us go from point A to point B to point C. And the thing about it is there's not going to be any new stuff that comes into the universe. What's here is here. So what's the only way that we make new, what's called discoveries or creations? We don't really do those. What we do is we unfold the information and the matter that's already here and reconfigure it to our advantage. Once again, we've spoken in the past about how all the components necessary to make a computer were available from the beginning of time. But they had to be gathered, they had to be put together, they had to be organized. That all the different aspects of making a computer, all those elements were here right from the beginning. So nothing new all of a sudden came into the universe. What did come was the ability to unfold the information and put it together. And so once you visualize something, then it can become a reality. And then once you reach that point, then the lens on your glasses, what you can see, extends even further. Man could not visualize himself running a 4-minute mile. Now that one person did it, now we have people that do it every year. High school kids do it. Why? Because we know it's achievable. So first you have to see the vision, see the dream, give the strong vibe, paint with fine brush strokes, and be in a position to receive help from the universe, which may come in the form of what we would call intuition, or in circumstances that we could never even envision. All right? So, anyway, that's law number 10, the law of polarity. Keep in mind that they are all connected, so it's important to understand how they all work together. And because we will never end a meeting on a philosophical note, let's get out there and charge. I'm Eli's dad.